My research question is innovation helping or hurting smaller business mechanics? This is an important topic to look into because the world revolves around technological innovation and its ways of solving problems, especially when looking at the design of cars. The mechanical engineering community is a fairly large group composed of higher to lower ranking persons, which all depend on their education and willingness to take on more responsibility. To start my research, I found several articles all dealing with innovation and its effect on people and the way day-to-day activities are run. Throughout all that was said, a very obvious recurring theme kept revealing itself. This was the relation of communication, innovation, and education. To further my understanding and its importance, I broke down each category. Communication: to express or exchange information in order to express your ideas, thoughts, or feelings. When considering there are approximately 30,000 parts in the average sized car, being able to convey exactly which part the mechanic needs and having the strong vocabulary is crucial for the vehicle to be repaired properly. Education: the process of giving or receiving systematic instruction. Obviously, a very critical topic to look into. Being able to see what makes an engineer by seeing their past and systems of operation opens doors into their community. Innovation: creating a new method or idea. Without innovation, there is nothing. People have been innovating for centuries. In the car world, innovating has brought about faster, stronger, and safer vehicles, now capable of completing amazing tasks. But has anyone stopped to wonder if there is a flaw in innovation, specifically speaking, possibly moving forward too fast? To find answers, I set up an interview with a small mechanic shop owner. I chose this specific manager because he has run the shop for many years and has seen the effects of new technology rolling through his garage. My questions were all categorized into three main themes, all dealing with how each topic affected the business, whether it be positive or negative outcome. An example of some of these questions are: how does the rapid expansion of new technology affect the shop in terms of finding and fixing the problem? And when hiring, what kind of skill set do you look for, and how do these requirements change as technology progresses? During the interview, he brought up some very good points not previously considered. 1. When new technology comes about, new software and hardware makes its way into the shops as well. These tools and programs are capable of quickly analyzing and fixing the problems with most cars. 2. Innovation is not necessarily a whole redesign, but a minor tweak, so learning a whole new system is not usually the case, contrary to popular belief. And finally, when talking about communication, he said how effective face-to-face was. However, when fixing a car, schematics were by far the most helpful tool due to its concise and accurate delivery of information. To see how schematics influence progress in shops, I started looking for books. I came across a book called Engineering Design Communication. The book not only showed how to make effective schematics, but how to present the visuals and its importance of a strong delivery. A quote by the author, Shauna Lockhart, stated, "Learning schematics help you communicate your design ideas and also develops your ability to visualize design solutions." This explains why the shop owner was so avid with using schematics. To analyze my findings, I coded the interview by picking out each key concept and counting each time they were mentioned in the answers. When put side by side, innovation was tallied twice as much as communication and education combined. Although I had a keen interest in innovation, I wanted to see how these topics intertwined into one concept. To show this, I counted each time the three main topics were specified in the answers of the other two topics. For example, how many times innovation was quoted in the other answers for communication and education sections. Innovation was still in head of the other two topics, followed by communication, Surprisingly, education was non-existent in either topics of discussion. As far as the answer to my question, I don't feel there is one. It may seem there is only positive reinforcement behind innovation, but this is due to the restrictions of perspective. It could also be difficult to outweigh the pros and cons innovation can bring. For a better closure to such a large question, we need to look into different kinds of shops located in both rural and urban, poor and rich areas. The real purpose of this research is to show there are both good and bad impacts when the future becomes the present, to keep in mind everyone that is affected by each change. This is important to the engineering community because small mechanics compose a large portion of garages in the US, meaning they need to be considered when making decisions about changing the design of cars.